from the sky. All you can do is sit and watch the rain falling down. When the rain starts to fall from the sky, all you can do is sit and watch it rain. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I have a wonderful show for you, and my subject is about herbs, root, and voodoo spells. For those of you which does not believe in such practice, I will be exercising my right of the Constitution of the United States of America. So bear that in mind that you also have that right. As you can see here that I have many variety of herbs, and they all have medicinal purpose. Some for headache, some for cold, some for pain of the stomach. Just tremendous. So when one knows how to use herbs, they will not have any problem of using herbs. As I said in past program, you must have some basic knowledge how to use herbs. If you don't have a basic knowledge how to use herbs, then you will use the wrong herbs, because some of these herbs are poisonous. Why do they poison us? Because certain times of the year they take poison from the earth. You see? And you don't want to use them when they have poison from the earth. Such as the lime. You see the lime on the tree here? Certain times the lime can take a poison from the earth. And if you mess with it, because it has so many magical power, if you mess with it, you will get yourself in trouble. Lime used in ceremonies and in sacrifice. Never heard of that? But we use lemon and lime for lemonade, limeade, and such on to wash dishes. But it have great magical power. So be careful in using lime. Also nightshade. I have a nightshade over here, and they also poisonous sometimes. And if you pick the nightshade the wrong time, you will just get poison of yourself. On a certain time of year, they bring the poison up. If you know the caterpillar, when the caterpillar is poisoned from the leaf that it eats, it will go and it eat other certain leaves to remove all the poison and toxic from its body. Because all they feed on is leaf, such as tobacco leaf, tomato leaf, and cabbage, the leaf of cabbage. See? So when you know these basic laws, you will understand. Now, if you understand when they plant the tobacco, they have to spray the tobacco with DDT. So the caterpillar will not eat the leaves up, because they have to use the big leaf to make cigars. And black people don't even know that. All they're doing is smoking up all those cigars and cigarettes, and don't know that it grows with DDT to kill all the caterpillars. And then they complain about cancer. Who have tobacco farm? Tobacco is a medicine. As I said in past program, you can drink the juice to get rid of internal parasite. You can use the leaf when you have headache to tie on your head to draw the fever on the pain out of your head. You can use the leaf and warm it in on charcoal and put it on the boil and the bowl will come to a head and break. Do you see how much medicinal purpose I'm giving you from one herbs? Which it can also use for the internal boil of the stomach. So therefore, men need to know how to use these herbs. And if you don't know how to use these herbs, then you are not from the laws of nature. You cannot just go and don't use herbs. You must use herbs because the doctor of themselves use herbs. And see how clever they are. They use herbs. So why my people are afraid to use herbs? Because they've been taught that herbs is not good for them to use. Because they are poisonous. Of course, sometimes they're poisonous, but you must use your discretion and get more information how to use them. You have herbs for cancer, you have herbs for all these diseases out there. But you have to combine them together to make medicine. Or you combine the roots and bark of tree and boil them to a limited time, and then you have to use certain things to preserve the medicine. I cannot tell you all of these ingredients, but at the end of the program, if you are interested, you can contact me. Because there are many people out there sick and they don't know why they're sick. They've been sick for years and years going on. And they don't sit back waiting to die. Why are they sitting back waiting to die? That doesn't make any sense when you could live longer. Your life is your life. It's been given to you from your father and your mother. So you must keep it so you can have children and give your life to your children so they can continue to give their life to their children. Don't give hopes and say, oh, I'm a Christian. I'm not going to do anything. If you are a Christian and you are sick, you must find remedy to get yourself better. It doesn't make any difference if you go to the grave and you're better by going to the grave. If you lose your sense of direction and somebody have to take you to the grave and you receive back your sense of direction, nothing is wrong with that. If you have to drink something from the dead for you to gain back your knowledge, nothing is wrong with that. If you have to eat the bone of the dead man or drink from the skull of the dead man, nothing is wrong with that to get yourself better, that you can cope with life. The book you call the Bible speak of things like that. It speak of sacrifice men are taking the bones of dead people and burning it. Just like in Matthew chapter 27, they gave Emmanuel wine with gall. It could be the gall of fish or the gall of cows, animals, or gall from the herbs. Do you understand? They gave him that to drink. Do you know what that do to the body? Black people, I'm asking you, do you know if you drink gall with wine together? Why would they give him wine and gall to drink when he asked for some water? You think about it. Because you are the one that is reading this book you call the Bible and base your mind on it. So you're not having any basic knowledge. And it's the same with the fig tree that I have here. The fig tree that I have, if you can see here, see the fig that I have? The same man you call Emmanuel. See all the young figs on the tree? See all the young figs on the tree? These are the fruits of the fig. Now, the same man you call Jesus, I call him Emmanuel. And he's way to some place. He saw this fig tree and there was no fruit. You see this fruit here? All he see was leaf. And that's why you see most people say it's parable. Because it's like he cursed the tree. Because he was hungry. Now, why is it this fruit is good to eat? It's another magical fruit or plant. The tree of itself is magical. But I will not explain everything to you on the broadcast. I only can give you so much. Because my head filled with knowledge of this earth. Not by men doing. It's also filled with men doing. But it's filled with the laws of nature. Because I've been to the World University. Okay? So therefore, I have the knowledge of how to use these herbs. And use them in all ways. For sickness, for magical spells, for all type of disease. And I'm not the only man that can use herbs for disease and sickness. There are other men. But the government is waiting to lock everybody up. So I will not make any medicine and give to you. I will instruct you how to do it. How to prepare it. And I can buy all this stuff, or you can buy all this stuff and prepare it. It will not kill you. All it will do is get you better. If you follow instruction. As I said, that the doctor have to use medicine, herbs themselves for medicine. And some of them don't even use the medicine that they make of themselves in the laboratory. Some of them use the natural herbs. The natural herbs like this. They use the herbs. Some of them have hundreds and hundreds of herbs in their garden, in their backyard. Because they're men as yourself, they're clever. Because they know the medicine made with chemical. And they don't want that chemical to get in their body too much. So black men need to wake up and start understand what it's all about. The herbs came out of the earth because men was going to do the wrong thing. Men don't just start do the wrong thing a few hundred years ago. Men been doing the wrong thing for many, many, many times. Men passed on gone that didn't write their name down in cave. They didn't have names. All they could do is communicate with each other. They didn't call each other names. So every time men move down into time, they change things around. So you sit back and concern black men and not waking up and figure that some God someplace and this book is going to save you from the wrath of the enemies. As I said, I'm a black man. My color is light complexion, and the reason why I have this color, because the white men messed with my great-great-grandmother. Because my mother, when I saw her, her eyes was blue. And I could not understand where this woman come from. You could imagine a white woman with blue eyes live onto the highland, way up into the mountain, all by herself. As a young boy, you have to wonder. So that's why I said we should not mix up our people. But I still keep the identity. See, the identity is the locks upon my head. And all black men that is their identity. So when a man asks you what is your identity, you can show them your identity. You have wool on your head, not hair. White men have hair. And for those of you that is putting iron comb, straightening, all these chemicals to make yourself beauty, you are just wasting your time. Because the laws of nature is against you. Don't do that, black men and black women. You're trying to be looking like someone else. Your locks should remain this way, not straight. Why the preacher is not telling you that? And every Sunday you go to the church and with all these straightened locks upon your head. Messed it up. Think you're looking good. Put some lipstick on and cut your eyelashes off and paint them on. Rouge your face. What's wrong? You don't like the way you look? Why you have to put something on? Whenever time you put a face on to your natural face, you are not the person. Your spirit becomes afraid of the body. Because it's another face it's looking on. Adorn yourself with flowers. Adorn yourself with flowers, black men and black women. Put flowers on. You want to decorate yourself? Put some flowers on. Put some flowers on. Put some flowers in your hair, in your wool. Don't adorn yourself with makeup and remove the locks and put on eyebrows and all of that. You're just wasting your time because nature does not like that. And the preacher is not telling you. They're doing it themselves. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame. Black men, you need to wake up. As I said, I speak about herbs. And I'm here to teach you about herbs. And I'm here to tell you we must take the land to plant grains. So we can have food abundantly for our people. And stop wasting time over this book you call the Bible. Because it's not going to do nothing besides still keep your mind confused. Because it only speaks about killing. Matthew chapter 14, Herod killed John the Baptist. I'm telling you. What's wrong? Why we have to be basing our mind upon the book? It speaks about killing. It speaks about sacrifice. It speaks about plot to kill another person. It speaks about wife taking away husband. Women having sex with many men. And you are still reading the thing that happened in Paul's time. Why are you reading things in Paul's time? That's all I'm asking you. Why are you reading it? It's not the word of no God that you really think created this heaven and earth. And the word God is given by man. I'm just asking the black people, why are you reading this book every day and think it's an holy book? It is not an holy book. It speaks about things that happened in past. And the white men that wrote the book translated their way. Look, in my book that I have here, my book you call the Bible. In Matthew chapter 21, It speaks about the fig tree. And that's a herb. Now, and there are many places that it speak about herbs. Now, do you have to read this book for you to find out where all the herbs are upon the face of the earth? Or how to use them? This book don't tell you how to use the herbs. It don't. So why are you basing your mind upon the book? Listen what John chapter 6 said. John chapter 6 said, Amen, amen, I say to you, unless you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you shall not have life. Hey, it's saying drink blood. The first word is saying Emmanuel said that, Jesus. Why would he even use the word that drinking the blood of men or drink the blood of him and eat his flesh? You know, in olden days, men eat human flesh. They drink blood. And the same book you really base in your mind and say you should not eat blood or drink blood. All I'm saying, black people, that the book talk about things that all these men did in olden time. No, we don't need to continue reading the book and do the same thing. We're doing the same thing over and over. That's all I'm saying. You can say as much I don't believe in the God, I don't believe in the Jesus. That's your thought and that's your idea. I believe in life. That's all I believe in. Whatever thing upon the face of the earth that have life, I believe in all of that. I don't believe any devil, no Jesus, and no God. Because those are just in the mind of the believer. Believe it or not. No man ever see none of those things that you believe in and speak about. Not one single man upon the face of the earth. And if anyone do see those things that you're talking about, none of them live to tell anyone that they saw the devil and they saw the God and they saw the Jesus. It's just in the mind of believers. And when you stop believing that way, we're going to be a strong nation again. And we will have power. And how are we going to have power? When we gain justice. And how are we going to gain justice? We must plant grains so we can have food. And if you're sitting back and don't believe that we must plant grain to have food, keep on sitting back. Because you have no plan for no other race of people upon the face of the earth. And they already have planned for us. They already have their plan. If they have to destroy you or they have to send you back to where you're from. Some of you are saying, oh, it's going to be a war. We're not going to go back. Huh. It was no war when they were coming here. They were clever. And your own people catch you. Your own people catch you and send you over here. I'm saying your own. Our own people. So let me give you a spell. Because I'm getting too far out of my spell. See, I have a dove here. See this dove? You can catch this dove any place. They call turtleneck dove. You have the ring neck and you have the turtleneck. This one have a lot of medicinal purpose in him. Now the Bible speak of dove. I call him the Bible still, see? Because it's a book of olden days and it speaks of a lot of things. You can take this dove and you can use it for magic. And you can use it to subdue the mind of another individual. So as I said before, if you need more information on how these things work, you need to write me a letter or go to my website for more information. And these are birds. The book speak of dove and speak of swallow. Speak of the raven. Just as the swallow have a lot of power just as the dove. You can remove certain things from the swallow and you can control the mind of another individual if you choose to do so. And this is not no secret or no myth of any god or any devil. This is just natural things and how they becomes in power. Men experiment for many time gone. And they write it down on the parchment paper. On the scroll that was made from the skin of animals. And that's why. So as I said to you, be good. And don't let anyone fool you. Don't let anyone fool you. Be good to yourself. As I said, be good to yourself. And don't let anyone fool you. And we will overcome. We will overcome. So be good. Write me a letter. Write me a letter. And be good. Tell a friend next time to watch a program. Tell a friend next time so you can watch a program. So be good. Be good. Be good. Be good.